The advice I give to current students is to do questions. It's very comforting to keep going through your notes, but what matters at the end of the day is doing questions. It's relatively easy at the lower levels to do objective test questions, but as you get to higher levels and the questions get longer and harder, people, I think, don't do enough question practice and they don't read the examiner's answer, because at the higher levels it's skills, not knowledge.
My advice to current students is to make very good use of the 15-minute reading time. And when we wrote the ACC exams, we didn't have the reading time. I think it's the time to plan the strategy, go through all the questions, decide what to do, and generally make very good use of it.
The advice that I've got to say to current students is they've got to cover the whole of every syllabus, they've got to do the work, they've got to do the study. Once you've done the study, then you move on to the revision phase, and in the revision phase then practice the past questions. You can't get away from that fact that the more questions you practice, the better the opportunity that you come to passing.
The learning process is extremely important, and one of the things the ACC examiners always emphasize is the need to cover the syllabus. Avoiding question spotting, avoiding rote learning, so cover the syllabus. And most times I advise candidates to join an approved learning partner because then you have the ability to pass through the rigor of the lecturing process. And then two, practice. Practice is extremely important. That's how you get to know how these topics are examined. And then some of the things you thought you understand during the reading process, you may get clearer opinion or clearer views on it when you practice questions, especially practicing under timed conditions. And then you move to the last phase, which is the revision. The revision helps you focus on the exam techniques, and it helps you put everything you've learned together. So sometimes you could even buy a revision course, and this helps you, for example, to sit like mock exams and then see where mistakes are possibly being made and how you can correct this. Then overall, don't ignore the articles written by the examining team, the study guide, the examiner interview. There are a whole lot of resources on the ACCA website that can actually assist you in preparing for your exams.
The advice which I will be giving to the current student is that they should be having much more knowledge and understanding on the subject, and they should be going on the application work rather than on the rote learning thing. And yes, take it as a challenge and don't be very much on the weaker end that I have to do this. You should be doing it rather than having this thing in my mind, oh, I have to do this.